sign on, right? Can you turn the fucking sign on, right? Come on.
I was walking down the street. Saw a girl. Man, she looked sweet.
K-Rob, I demand that you plug that sign in.
Walked my way.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are experiencing technical difficulties for a moment here. Oh God, are we gonna really do the show without the K-Rob sign?
I'm in the time. Mess around.
Did somebody get K-Rob stoned before the show? I paid a lot of money for this.
KROB, San Francisco.
Cigarettes.
Pete Goldie's segment, Waste of Space, ladies and gentlemen. All the things from the nether regions, from beyond the stars and the galaxies and the moons and the gas and the dust. Pete, there's nothing out there.
Hi, chicken. Out where?
Out there in space. That's why they call it space, because it's an empty. It's the rocks. I hear there's some ice on some planets, maybe some divots. Are there any divots on a moon that's 4 billion miles away this week?
Yes.
I was afraid of that.
To the next.
Let's move along to the end of the Waste of Space segment. What's next?
The next is an amazing photograph of the moon. This is the first image taken by the Chandrayaan-1 probe launched by the country India. It's because, yes, chicken?
Why do all the other moons get a name, but our moon is just called Moon?
Do you have a slip of paper, a pencil, and $1?
Yeah, I guess I do.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, ladies and gentlemen, K-Rob, can we get it together?
Sure.
Okay. We're gonna get it together. You guys didn't come here to listen to us talk and noodle around and give up dumb opinions. Well, that's interesting. You came here to see Dr. Hal, and here he is, ladies and gentlemen.
Theophilus, the thistle sifter, sifted 6 thistles into the thick of his thumb. See therefore that thou, when thou siftest thistles, sift not 6 thistles into the thick of thy thumb. Words to live by. Words to live by. How do you turn this off?
I turn it off.
Oh, yes. Yes, friends, it's time for another thrilling episode of the Ask Dr. Hal show. Here we plumb the depths and, ideally, aim for the heights. And although we fall short, our trajectory is decisive and conforms to all known standards. And so it's my duty on this occasion to welcome you all and to explain that there are certain things that we always do. Certain things which are etched in brass, like the laws of the Medes and the Persians.
KROB, San Francisco.
These things cannot be abridged or truncated. These are what we call the needful, essential things. For example, you must know, most of you do know, that this is a show which deals with questions and answers. The objective existence of either a question or an answer implies in the other. A question implies an answer implies a question. This is a structure which we impose on reality. If you have a question, there is an answer to it. And what we do is we provide them. You write down your question and you put it in the envelopes, and you put the envelopes in the pitcher, and they, after Chicken carefully vets them, find their way to my desk, and at that point I use my poor powers to answer them.
Okay. Our first question of the night.
Yes?
If I peed in a Brita pitcher, which has one of those charcoal filters, would that make my pee taste less urine-y? This is a question here.
So, you really want to know the answer to this one, eh? Urine over your head now. No, I sense, I can tell that you are yearning for this answer. And I suspect that what you might be is in astronaut training, huh? If you've been following current events, you might realize that up on the International Space Station, they are going to be peeing through filter and drinking it because it costs so much money to bring water up there. Everything you bring up through the gravity well has to be paid for, and large, wasteful tanks of water for our employees, the astronauts, are just a little bit too much for our budget. So, they will ingeniously recirculate all liquids and solids. Isn't astronautics fun?
That's fucking gross.
Can talk about that. Well, but think of the science, chicken. Anyway, here is the answer. It would taste less urine-y, but it's not sufficient. It's not the system that NASA is developing. However, discoveries made in space, as Pete Goldie could tell you, benefit us here on Earth as well. And this will soon prepare and enable all of Earth just in time to drink their own pee, which will be necessary when the water systems of the Earth fail in the ecological cataclysm heading for us now with the speed of an express train.
I can't wait.
But there's a scratching, like there's some little...
There does sound like some kind of weird scratching or something. What is it?
Well, it's
shit. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
Now, why are we adding this to the act?
I have no idea. I got them cheap.
Well, folks, eat your heart out, Apocalypse Stagecoach Puppet Theater.
Yes.
But, good God, his little hands aren't even properly articulated.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, dig deep down and give to the Spavined Puppet Fund. So I feel that.
These were like $3. Come on, it's funny.
I can make one for free.
Well,
okay.
Okay.
The fake mustache.
All right, you're excused from mustache duty. All right, sorry
Hey,
about
Rob, will you get it together? What are you doing?
Get it together.
Get to work.
We're done with that, but now it's time for a poetic recitation from me.
Okay.
And here it comes.
Hold on, we gotta get the lighting. And...
Our text is from Edward Lear. Calico pie, the little birds fly down to the calico tree. Their names, their wings were all blue, and they sang Tilly-loo, and away they all flew, but they never came back to me. They never came back. They never came back. They never came back to me. Calico Jam, the little fish, swam over the Syllabub Sea. He took off his hat to the sole and the sprat and the wallaby whack, but he never came back to me. He never came back. He never came back. He never came back to me. Calico Fan, the little mice ran to be ready in time for tea. Flippity-flop, they drank it all up and danced in the cup, but they never came back to me. They never came back. They never came back. They never came back to me. Calico Drum, the grasshoppers come, the butterfly, beetle, and bee, over the ground, around and around, with a hop and a bound, but they never came back to me. They never came back. They never came back. They never came back to me. Thank you.